a question too, Willem. Will you talk about Haitian folklore songs, in particular Yoyo and Wangol O?
Okay. Well, I mean, as a child, I mean, I would hear it. My mom would be singing it in the kitchen, and they would always be complaining that, like, you can't sing, stop singing. It's like, I'm singing anyway. I think I got my mom's voice, by the way, but which is great. My wife would disagree, but that's another topic for another time. But growing up, to me, I didn't know much about it, other than that's a song that I hear mommy singing. And then when my father friends would come over, they're playing domino, and they're drinking Heineken, and they're talking loud, I would hear them talk about it. But growing up, I didn't know much until got older and started like performing it. The first time I got to perform a lot of the folk songs was with Pauline 2 years ago, because she does a lot of them. And, she would sit there and tell us, well, this is about this and that. But it wasn't until really just getting together with Pauline, getting together with Sarah and John, and being around your people, your generation, and talking about it. The Haitian people are by far one of the strongest people that I know of. Every year they're guaranteed something bad to happen. Like definitely hurricane season, like, okay, this is going to get wiped down, by Category 5 hurricane. We complain when we get hit. It's devastating, Category 3, in America, but they get it full on, so, and then it's just to shake it off, get back up and rebuild. They are by far some of the strongest people that I know, and I see that in my father, when he's just like, well, got 8 kids, got no house, gotta get a job, gonna make it happen, going to my second, third job. You're not tired? Yeah, I'm tired, but gotta do it. You see that, and I think that's something that a lot of people around the world can learn from.
There's a sense of pride here that people talk. I mean, the Haitian people in like the Haitian diaspora in the States, there's like a certain sense of like, oh, this is how Haitians are and this is how Haitians live, and we have a sense of pride, and but you don't know what that means until you actually come here, and there's definitely just a different energy, and everybody's very proud as they should be.
Yeah. Thank you, Port-au-Prince. The one and only, incredible Sarah Elizabath Charles. Yep. Yep. The one and only Marquise Hill on trumpet. Christopher McBride on saxophone. Jonathan Michel on bass. Our very own honorary Haitian, Anwar Marshall on drums. I'm yours truly, Willerm Delisfort. Thank you so much for having us. We love you all. Thank you so much for this. Thank you, Joel, Stephanie, Melina, everybody.
We're still learning, so we come to Haiti. My brother Willerm Delisfort in Miami, he's working on a whole project right now with the migration from Haitians to like Little Haiti, Miami, and I think Chicago also, because Chicago was founded by a Haitian man. It was like how they got around and did all the stuff, or the one Haitian guy that might be in Oklahoma or something like that. How you make it to Oklahoma, I don't know. But the historical, trademark he's leaving around the world. So Godwin Louis, he's got another great saxophonist. Got another project going on, like a research with the influences that Haiti and drumming had to, like, with a lot of jazz drummers, you know, Max Roach, and a lot of it was coming back from what originated in Haiti. You know, it was like, man, it's like, yeah, that line that he played the recording. You know, it's a folk group. It's like, yeah, it's the same. You know, like they come here and study, and it's just like, wow. You know, Haiti has a huge impact on the world.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit exciting to have this whole part of not only music but culture that I don't know about. Yeah. You know, like last week I was looking into Yoyo. I've played it a bunch of times already with different, you know, Haitian-American artists, but never really did my own research into it. So I was just, you know, online, Google, clicking on things, and I'm like, oh man, this is really cool. You know, there's like a chat room, and there's different, you know, these different versions of the story and how we got there, and you know, and then Willerm was telling me how Godwin's coming here and looking into this drumming thing, and you know, a lot of our peers are doing, you know, Sarah's doing research to find out more about songs, and another great vocalist, Maryse Charles, is doing research, and so to have this music is something that I've been into, we've all been into our whole lives, you know, doing all sorts of research, listening to hours and hours and hours of music, you know, and I've been Haitian my whole life, you know, so, but, you know, there's a whole bunch that I don't know, so it's exciting. You know, you just said Sidney Bechet in this Haitian orchestra. Like, why couldn't I stand up in my class, in, you know, my jazz history class, and say, hey, listen, you know? So it's kind of cool to have something to be researching as a, you know, younger, older musician, you know? So I really look forward to being a part of it. As far as the folk music goes, that's another thing. Just in general, folk musics of the world are beautiful. We were talking about that yesterday, that, you know, these traditional melodies and basic harmonies, you know, are the you know, it's a common thread all over the world, you know, whether it's in the United States of America or the Philippines or Korea or Haiti or Cuba, you know, it's more than the party musics and all that, you know. So it's really exciting to play, and it's really exciting to learn more about the culture and the music.
So much. Can we have a chorus of Yoyo before we all part? Something.
Drums, please. Bass line. What?
Na bout marché en bas. Yo, c'est un bon garçon. Li vampia, na bout marché en bas. Les mains de pour 5, les bons en 10. Les mains de pour 10, les bons en 15. Les mains de pour 15, les bons en 10. A dit qui la tasse. C'est pendant yo pas de garçon. Mais alors yo très sympathique. Sous pas qu'on yo cherché qu'on est yo.
You are?
Sarah, Elizabath Charles.
And you are?
Jonathan Michel.
And you are?
Anwar Marshall.
Okay.
Marquise Hill.
All right.
Willerm Delisfort.
Thank you so much.
We got Chris McBride back there.
Sure. Chris McBride, say hello.
Christopher McBride, hello.
All right. We sure look forward to a lot more from you.
Thank you.
And I hope that you come to New Orleans soon.
I can't wait.